in every direction. And I need heaven to show me just a little affection. No, 'cause all of the signs, point towards bed for me. And I wish I could get a running start to sort of my victory, but one week.
If there was one thing that you say you need from a man, what would that be?
I would just have to say consistency. You know, just be consistent. However you start that, you know, just finish the same way. All the things that you were doing in the beginning, continuously do them now. You know, I think that's a big thing. I think a lot of times you meet a guy and he's great in the beginning, and you know, you're getting all the attention, and you know, you're getting all the encouragement, all, you know, everything, and then maybe like 3-6 months, a year down the line, that completely stops. And I'm not sure why that is. I think women are good at being consistent, at least the ones that I know. So I think it's true. She knows me. But men and women are consistent in
Two different ways. All right. Okay.
So when I'm dating you, it's very expensive to date you. This hair costs a lot of money. So there's these outfits and these spanks. For a little while, and it's not that I don't want to do these things, but I'm tired, and not necessarily a woman doesn't all, because we are multitasking. We don't necessarily have the time to put in the effort to do these things. Yeah, sex every night, twice on Sunday was great when we were dating, but now it's a year or two into the relationship. My job has changed. We got kids. Different things are going on. And it's not that you don't want to be that woman, because every woman wants to walk out the house and feel like Beyonce. But it's just like, I really don't have time for this right now. I got to get to the grocery store. I got things to do. So I agree with Calvin, and I knew exactly, I think that's what you're talking about. Like,
exactly.
Consistency. We do like slide off on that, on a tangent, but it's just because we're busy. That's all. So give us a pass.
Good one, dude. I like that.
I'm going to agree with Calvin. I don't necessarily agree that women are consistent. Now, I can only use my wife for an example. My wife works very, very hard outside of the house. She is very consistent with going to work outside of the house. You have to have more than just, well, it's just a love. You got to have those other little things that make you in common. For example, I cannot be married to somebody like me because I want to rule the kitchen in my house. That is a huge factor for me. Yeah, exactly. So, but I found somebody who don't care about the kitchen. You know what I mean? So
I want to talk about the TV show Scandal.
And the new season's coming on.
Do you feel this show is portraying black women in a negative light? Or do you feel it's no big deal, just entertainment?
So, you guys know the creator of that show, Shonda Rhimes, and she also created ER, and she also, she created Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
She's a black woman, okay?
Yes.
So, anytime any black women are stepping up and they're taking the roles on that so many white men have been in those situations, I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
And I think that that should not be discounted, her creativity, her excellence. I mean, Shonda Rhimes also graduated from Dartmouth, which is a predominantly white school, it's an Ivy League school. Let's not take that away from her. I think we're focused on the wrong thing.
Correct.
You know, this is acting. This is a craft. This is a role.
Right.
You know, that's what acting is about. It's about playing another person, having different experiences that you would not necessarily have yourself, but you get to put yourself in a whole nother world. So let's not discount what she's doing. I mean, and Scandal is one of the #1 television shows on prime time right now. And it's a black woman that started, it's a black woman that created it. So let's give props where props is due, and let's not focus on the little things.
Get him, D. Okay. First Academy Award given to a black woman was who? Y'all don't know, right? Holly Berry, right? Because she was dead for a doggy style, right, by a white man. This is how society portrays us. Why are we acting like we don't know that?
Yeah.
The media portrays us. Let's not act like that's not happening. Racism is not dead, because I haven't seen nobody.
I agree.
This is a racist society. So why are we acting like, oh, that's not racist? It's racist. They could have wrote the story another way. This woman created Grey's Anatomy. She created it. Yeah, let's give her props. She's a leading role on a TV series. That's great. But why you couldn't be somebody else? Why you couldn't be? No, not somebody else create. Why it gotta be somebody else's job? You are allowed to take a tribal stance and say no. When they did the Tuskegee Project and they shot all those black men with syphilis, you know who did it? A nurse. A black nurse. They couldn't do it without her, and they told her. They will believe you before they believe us. So you have to take a tribal stance. Stop saying it's just a job. It's just something I'm doing. You are killing your people. Every time you take the role, you have to say, yo, that ain't good, I ain't doing it. If you don't, they keep choking us in the street. They shoot us for stealing a cigar. I'm not clapping for that. I'm glad that you graduated from Dartmouth, but it's other shit that you could do with your talent. That's it. When you gonna say, yo, I'm not doing that? White people say it all the time. I'm not doing that. You are allowed to have morals and principles.
How do you know what she's ever know, other opportunities that she's ever said no to? How do you know that?
So be consistent. Say no to all of them. You said it. That's consistency. Don't say no to a little bit of them. Say no to all of them. And that's another thing. When we talk about it's just fiction, it is not fiction. This is how they depict it. This is how they tell a story. This is stuff that's on TV. This is what is raising our children. That's why they don't give Jill Scott the... How come Jill Scott wasn't in the Barclays and Beyonce was? Because Jill Scott gonna tell a woman, you ain't no bitch. She gonna tell them little girls that. Beyonce ain't gonna do that. She gonna say, do it in the back, roll up the partition. That's what Beyonce does.
And you like it.
Huh?
And you like it.
Just because you like something don't make it right. I like it.
That's the diminishing image of the black woman. Because whether you guys want to take this responsibility or not, I hate to say it in this manner, but you almost are the last good thing about the black race. You're the last chip that they didn't really mess with yet. And when we see, I can understand from Calvin, they haven't messed with y'all, but now we're starting to see that they're starting to taint y'all. And as we're watching y'all being tainted, it's sad.
When you're dating, at what point do you discuss your expectations? And at what point do you start expecting it?
Before the drinks come, before the appetizer comes, the first date, right off the top. Because I don't want you saying, oh, well, you never told me and I didn't know. No, you're going to know. But matter of fact, before we even get on the first date, because we're not even getting there if you're incapable of meeting my expectations. Right off the top. Let's not waste no time. I'm not getting any younger. I'm not getting any more eggs. Okay? Right off the top. I don't have time to play games. Okay?
First of all, you don't want somebody to hold you to a standard that they don't hold themselves to.
All right.
Don't ask me to treat you like a queen when you treat yourself like a hoe. That's straight up. That's all to it. Don't sleep with the football team. Then when you get by me, you listening to Steve Harvey 90-day movie. That's all I'm saying. You gotta be realistic in your approach.
For those of you who believe in God, the Bible says that you may have plans, but God directs your path. It doesn't matter if you think that you're supposed to be married by 35. If that's not God's plan, it's not going to happen. Because you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have certain wisdom. With age comes wisdom. With age comes responsibilities. With age comes a different mindset. So, it may not happen at 35. Maybe it'll happen at 45. You don't know. You can't really determine that. You have to let things flow. You have to, be able to go through the dating process, not thinking about when you're going to have kids or when this is going to happen. You just have to let it happen when it's time.